What's good, y'all? I'm Drew Evans.
I'm Jonas Walker.
I'm Maddox Hinton.
I'm Lucas Allison.
And we're here with
Brianna Jones, owner of Lash Haven.
Welcome.
When did lashes become more than a side hustle? Like, when did it sort of click that it could be your business, your job?
Yeah, so basically after I had graduated college back in May 2023, I came back home and I was talking to my sister about it. I'm like, I really think this could be something I could do full time. So back in that summertime, 2023 is when I really thought I could really do this full time.
Right, so what client, who really pushed this out of you? Was it Brittany, your sister? Was it really her? Means yeah, you can really do this. Was it her?
Yeah, it was her. And what's funny about that is I actually started in her apartment. And it's actually funny, I started in her bedroom because my parents, they're like, if you're going to do it, you got to go somewhere else and do it. I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to figure out how to get the money to provide for all this stuff and supplies and etc. And then Brittany, she's on my side, my sister, best friend, all that good stuff. And she was like, go ahead, do it here for a couple of months. I got you. I was like, okay, say less.
I could be jumping the curb just a little bit, but how would you say you overcame any obstacles or anything you had starting your business off from the beginning?
Um, so obstacles, I would say my biggest one was finding a studio spot. So what I had done was just get a job on the side. I was just working security full time for that moment. And I was doing 12-hour, 15 hours a day, just trying to get the money to provide for that. And then later on in a couple months, I found a studio space. So my biggest one was where am I going to be at? Because I don't want to keep lashing random people in a bedroom. So basically just getting that second job to get that money for that.
And sort of, how do you handle the pressure of growing your business while still staying true to yourself?
I guess how I handle it is just I think I handle it well. Honestly, sometimes I have up and down days, but it's just I just do baby steps and it's small things every day I do. Even if it's a small thing of sending an email out to who I'm working with, getting that out the way, or typing up a page of what I need to do for that day. I know I'm not going to get it all done in 24 hours, but it's just small steps, basically.
And that initial step will
Yeah.
really help you towards achieving the ultimate goal. I see.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are some things that you do to keep yourself focused, time management, just all around in a good headspace?
I guess some things I do to keep myself on a good time management is really writing everything down what I'm supposed to do. Having a calendar for day by day things I'm supposed to do and trying to get those xed out. So simple things I have clients, I need to email my people, I need to go run errands, X, Y, and Z, I need to buy supplies, or what's the next steps to expand. So I just cross out those day by day, and then if I can't get those goes to my next day.
Has your business model been kind of has it changed much since you actually got a studio and weren't just working in an apartment, or has it just been kind of the same?
My motto.
Is there anything else that you do
Yeah.
has that kind of evolved and changed?
I think I know where you're coming from. It has evolved, and I want it to evolve more. As of right now, I'm partnering with some people on getting my education going. My 2-year mark's coming in September, so I'll be able to teach legally for certifications. Right now, I can do one-on-one classes, so that's what I am doing right now. So that's where it has evolved. And then when September comes and that goes running, I'm going to evolve even more. So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
So teaching classes, you're
Yeah.
teaching lashing classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Um, we know you have a background in basketball, so what's one
Yes.
lesson from the court that you carry with you every day in your work life?
I would say one thing I carry with me since I was almost 9 years old would be no excuses. I learned that from one of my coaches in third grade. So it's just like, as a little third grader, growing up to what I'm 24 now, like, no excuses, like, do it. And then, like, all that crying is not going to get you nowhere. So it's like, if I make an excuse, I'm not going to be able to be where I want to be. So just do what I do and just keep doing it.
I know you mentioned like coaches and stuff like that. Who are some people or a person that you would say pushed you to be your best and kind of helped you get motivated to do what you do and kind of put you in the place that you are now?
I'm gonna go back. My sister, Brittany, she really like pushed me and she really helped me a lot. One thing I really would not forget is, and this is big to me, no matter how small it is to others, is I wanted to take my lash course back in September 2023. I did not have the funds to start. So if I didn't get a deposit down, they would have been like, oh, it's too late. You can't come to our class. And then I would have to wait an extra 4 or 5 months just to get certified to lash people legally. And so she did my deposit for that. And that is like one of the memorable things I'll hold. And like, I love that because she helped me get my feet off the ground with the business.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's always great to have somebody like that, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely when it's family too.
Yeah,
So
definitely. And it means more, especially coming from them, 'cause, that means they believe in you. And when they believe in you, it's like, yeah, I can do this.
exactly.
And it's
Yeah.
all, yeah, for sure.
So, if we were to give you a full studio, full budget, and full team, what's the first move you'd make with it?
Honestly, the first thing I would do is get the classes running for my 45-hour classes in September and try to get my people who are working with me to kind of like push them into teaching. And then so I can step back and let them do their thing. That's what I would use for that.
Of course. So, and where are you located right now?
I'm located in Broad Ripple right now.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yes.
Do you have an address for that? Like off the top of your head?
1810 Broad Ripple Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, or
Right.
Broad Ripple, Indiana.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So, why there? Was it just best available space? Like, and if so, like, what keeps you there? Obviously you haven't been ran out of there yet. You haven't left there yet. Was that your first studio?
Yes.
So, like, what keeps you there? Like, is there any charm about the building? Is there anything special about that place?
Honestly, right now, I would say what keeps me there is I know the person I'm renting from. So it's nice to have her as my landlord, I guess. And then it's really kind of hard to find like a good studio space that's not as much cost behind it as of rent. So she's cheaper than most. And then I looked in the area, there's not much lash artists in Broad Ripple. So it's like I'm gonna get that attraction from Broad Ripple area. As to where if I went to downtown, there's multiple, or if I went to the west side, there's multiple, south, multiple. So it's just like I'm looking at the area I'm in. I know this is a good spot. I have a decent amount of people coming in every month. So it's just like it's convenient right now. I do want to move soon, but that's in due time. So I'm not really worried about that right now.
So all of us, we've all worked in clientele-based work,
Mhm.
and I understand that's what you deal with heavily. So what do you say the hardest part about working with the clientele? Like, what do you think that'd be? Like, what do you think the hardest part of that is?
The hardest part is really understanding your audience. So when you have a new person, do they want to talk to you? Do they not want to talk to you? Do they want to know about you? Do they not want to know about you? It's just like picking up those cues basically on like who they are and like what they want, and then just making them feel comfortable. So I would just say like the first time like I meet somebody and like I just want to make sure they're comfortable as possible.
What's your favorite part about being a business owner?
My favorite part is I make my own schedule. Yes. Yep, that's my favorite part. And um I can have a gap. I can go do anything I want to do. I can go to Pilates, or I can go to the gym or like run a quick errand if I need to, and then come back. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, you said something about like trying to keep the focus since you're in Broad Ripple now. Would you
Mhm.
ever, is this something, and I realize that you're coming up on your 2-year anniversary. Does this mean that at some point are you looking to expand out and have multiple locations, or is this just kind of something that you want to be just more of, like you are your one, like you are the business and you are the one who's going to be kind of in control of one location in one area?
Honestly, I want to have one location, but I do want to expand out of Broad Ripple to a bigger spot so I can get others to work with me, not just to be myself anymore. So that's the plan for me.
Saying that to work with, do you think those people would be working under the Haven, or they'd have to be their own thing?
I would like them to work under the Haven, yet I would have people who would want to do their own thing, like
Mhm.
renters for like rooms and spaces.
Mhm.
Like, go do your own thing, cool. But it's just like, I would like to have my own team.
Of course.
What does customer service look like for you? Like how do you service everybody?
Like, break it down.
Yeah, kind of break it down to me.
I welcome them in. They set their things down. I'm like, you can go to the bathroom before we start because lashing it takes an hour to two usually. Um, they lay down on the bed. I do all the things, wash their lashes, prep them, and then like we talk about their day, and it's really 80% them, 20% me, because they are not going to care about me at all at the end of the day. So we just talk, or they fall asleep, and then boom, wake up like, oh my God, my lashes are pretty. I'm like, you have a great day. And then I'm like, if you want a snack, there's one on the way out, and then they take it and go. So yeah.
Do you feel like that's kind of helped you build some kind of rapport with your returning clients? Like, do you kind of feel like some of them, maybe not friendship, but it's kind of like, it's, comfortable around these people?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I really got a close like niche or like tight bond with all my clients. I love all my clients because I get along with them. Those are the clients I want. Um, I just feel like they're comfortable and they're comfortable to talk to me, and that's why I make it a safe space, and that's why I call it the Haven because it's a safe space for people to like come in and like, shoot, you can take a nap, you can tell me your deepest darkest secrets. Not gonna leave the space.
For sure. So with this being the Differential Podcast, and as we like come to a close, what did you say like as a lash artist? What would you say makes you different? This is the Differential Podcast. What makes you different?
What makes me different from others is I really tend to think about other people's health when it comes to lashes. So instead of like going like drag or crazy or mega, like, don't get me wrong, I can do that if you want me to, but I rather have that clean, unique, healthy look to lashes. So yeah.
We've come this far, so let us know how we can find you. How can we book with you?
You can book with me through Instagram if you go to my bio at haven.lashlounge, and it'll be right there.
Perfect.
Any
Yes.
other ventures we should be aware of yours?
I might start meal prepping soon.
Oh,
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
well, now that we come to a close, we really appreciate you guys all for watching. It's been me, Drew Evans.
Jonas Walker.
Maddox Hinton.
Lucas Allison.
Brianna Jones.
I was about to say BDTV. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and thank you to our guest, Brianna Jones.
We hope to see you again.
Follow all of our socials.
And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.